Now, if you notice the common themes here, you can pause it and slow it down if you want. Every single thing here is normal, except for this one. The girl with red hair on it. And if you combine that with the video, I would say this is big breaking news for humanity. But I would say, if just for my channel, which I'm Jesus Christ, I don't have to call my channel and to like and subscribe. This is serious. No one is taking this seriously because they don't watch enough of my videos to connect the dots. All the Walmarts I go to, all the stores are all haunted. It actually is haunted. Think about it. It's just not ghosts doing it. It's actual real devil people doing it. And then, of course, Love for You on a red thing. And near it is a girl with like reddish hair. And I mean, it's insane to think of this. I mean, if you really add up all the dots, I was really explaining the whole bookshelves thing today. And if you watched my earlier videos, which I'm gonna make you do, it proved that there's a guy next to me. He had a dog calendar in his hand, and then a girl calendar with a bathing suit in his hand, and then he tapped the Mickey Mouse thing on camera. This is completely insane, but I'm not really shocked because I'm God. I'm Jesus Christ in human form. So I'm not really that shocked. But let me say, like I don't know, this is perfect. You guys might be shocked. Like, I have you seen my videos where I match up license plates with my conversation? There's a license plate that says yeah on it all the time, and it matched up. There's a bunch of license plates around here that say CSI, NCS, CIS, JDB, and JC. I mean, if you thought that people were coming after you trying to pretend to be your family and pretend to be you and trying to make you into a little girl dog, and you saw a baby carriage with a dog in it on the same day as you went into the Walmart that's always, you know, displaced or whatever, which is not normal, and you saw, and you say they put gloves on the ground and stuff, and all of a sudden you saw a glove next to a book that said Family Matters and some other book where it's a girl with red hair on it and there's a glove near it, wouldn't that freak you out? And then you go there and you know that they're trying to pretend to be your family in front of you, and all of a sudden the books are all normal except for two books, and one of them has a dog on it, and the other one just says missing. And then another day where you see people walking around with a doll with red hair, and an Elmo doll, and you see a bunch of people with stuffed animals before Valentine's Day, and then all of a sudden you're talking about people, hey, look, a bird. That doesn't happen every day. You see that? Crazy, dude. Where'd that bird go? Maybe it's like a weird miracle for everyone. And I'll see that bird disappear. Where is it? Hey. Oh, I guess a bird just flew in there. It was like a haunted Walmart. Think about it. It's not literally haunted, but hey, where'd that bird go? I know it's in there. I know I'm not crazy. I know it's hiding in there, but think about it. It's like a weird miracle for everyone to see. I'm Jesus Christ. Anyone see that bird disappear? Ta-da! I mean, think about it like that. That's how I'd want people to believe me. I know the bird's literally in there still, or something, but crazy, right? This Walmart might as well be haunted. And if you really add up this story, if you talk about the progression of this story, and then I SpongeBob, like the name Bob means something to me, and even today, there was all these books rearranged differently, where all the books were slightly like this, and all the common theme like this instead of like this, where every single book that was misplaced, there was like almost like 5 of them, they all had a girl with red hair on it. I think there was like 8 of them maybe, all had a girl with red hair on it, and still again stuff about dogs. It's crazy and insane. Imagine this isn't all at once that I'm doing this. This is like they're building up. Imagine if you had blue hair and you started thinking about people with blue hair and thinking people with blue hair, there's too many of people with blue hair. All of a sudden you see a bunch of people all dyeing their hair blue in front of you. Latino people, black people, white people, old people, young people, all just like, I don't travel very often. I have a leg injury, but I can ride my bike though. It's like a wheelchair for me. And again, I can explain what Jesus Christ would be like that. I mean, what, you would judge me if I rode a bike and had a leg injury? I mean, they really had stuff about Frozen all placed differently, where they would have all the movies normal, and then there would be books that looked slightly different, like this. Only I would notice them. I look schizophrenic, and they would all have red hair on them, and they would all have like a dog near it too. Like, I'm talking about Dr. House, and that's obviously, I know I make things line up, but that's not Dr. House. So they're not me. They're not anything to me. They have, and why would demons do this? Because they think that I'll cave in and believe in them. I'll think that they're me. They think that I'll believe that we're switching places, because they don't know and understand that the person that's seeing through time and making me match these signs up for everyone, at the same time is reporting on all of their subliminal messages, because it's not subliminal if I can see it, right? Subliminal. Or is it above subliminal, but lower than liminal? I mean, makes sense, right? And then over here, I talked about that. Love for you. And then right across from this one's not normal. Oh, the other one's normal. Talking about then all the Valentines are normal. Imagine if all these were red, except for 2 of them, where one said good vibes and the other one was about a dog. But imagine it was this color or something. These are all on camera. I have a guy he's walking around with an Elmo doll. There was a guy the other day that literally said on camera, "Do you believe in baby Jesus?" and pointed to me. And then all of a sudden, he started talking with Satan. All these gloves everywhere. I mean, I don't know if you could zoom in on that. That girl really looks like suspicious like this. Like, hold on. I have a guy on camera that I filmed and interrogated, and he looks so suspicious and sketchy. I'm not really sure who wouldn't see that he's suspicious and guilty. He was on the bus for one stop and had a bike. That's not normal. And you can see it, the next couple minutes, he said he was at work or something. I mean, some guy came up to me one day when I was on the computer. He said, "You at work?" I said, "They're trying to pretend to be my family. They're trying to tell me that I'm just at work." I mean, hey, if you want to believe they're bigger than me, which they're not, that's still scary. Because, believe it or not, Jesus Christ isn't a dog. Jesus Christ isn't a girl. And all these girls with red hair, Fiona, Mrs. Frizzle, Moon Baby by Godsmack, girls with red hair everywhere. There's literally like 10 to 15, even I'd say 15 famous women in cartoons and movies, all with red hair, all so that I could try and give Satan their dream of making me look bad, of making me into a girl or a dog. And it's also that I could lure them out, and at the same time as using their hubris and narcissism, their delusions, their overconfidence, which I already covered on, against them, and make them think we're switching places, or just playing on their delusions and their mentality and their belief systems, in order for them, at the same time as using art of war tactics where I think that they're dumber than they really are, and that's their advantage, at the same time as they're thinking I'm way dumber and dumber than I really am, which is almost like a delusion. I am not going to get amnesia. This isn't psychologically traumatizing me. I'm getting evidence on them, and I trick them into thinking that if they give me evidence, it'll traumatize me. At the same time, I'm using the fact that they want control. They are a different species. They do not perceive life like you and I do. At the same time, I perceive life like a god also. They are literally, well, like that, but they literally, they're addicted to control. Look up what a lizard brain is. Look up what lizards are like. They hunt. It's the lizard part of your brain. Look up, they're just like that. They're immature. It's hard to explain 100% how this will match up, but trust me, if you connect the dots, it connects to something really scary. And if you look at what Suburban, right when I came back, and I told you how I got here, it sounds insane and crazy, but don't lose me, don't exit out. Suburban Online, Lily has pictures of him in wigs 2 months ago, and a bunch of stuff about dogs. And Lloyd has him pointing to his crotch and saying, "If you only knew." They're sending me subliminal messages online, too. And there's a song by Dax where he has a wig, and 2 songs before he talks about, "If you were my dog, I'd call you Penelope." I mean, it sounds insane that Satan would want to turn me into a little girl dog, but it's almost like I made them feel like little girls and dogs, but they thought that about me anyways, and they always try and make me feel, I'll make them feel, because they're like children, they're immature. Where there was a Spider-Man outfit, right when I'm talking about being like Spider-Man, or people might think that I'm working with these people, or that I'm rearranging everything, when I'm not. Imagine if you were concerned about people thinking you're Spider-Man, all of a sudden you go into a store, and right near the electrical aisle, where there's like a power cord, there's a Spider-Man outfit right there. And then all of a sudden, you see a guy with like a belt walking around, and then he puts it in a cart and walks away. And he's the same guy that talked about praying to Satan, or he talked about Satan, and then he also said something about baby Jesus, and he was Jewish at the same time. Does that does that match up? I don't think so. At the same time, it's right when you start seeing people with action figures walk around, because they want me to feel like I'm their action figure, because I make them feel like they're my action figure. There was a guy that had a beard like me that really had a son named Aiden. They were sitting next to me. They want me to think that I'm just their son. But not even that. They want me to think I'm a little kid. What the hell? Even if you wanted to think I'm a human, I'm 26 years old. That's insane and delusional and crazy to think that I would ever believe I'm just a little kid. I mean, imagine if someone came up to you and said that you're just a little girl and a dog, and then try to insinuate that you're their son at the same time. That's literally bananas. That's bat crap insane to think that they would ever think that I would believe in that. They have an opposite disorder. If you see my videos where I literally delve into the insanity that these people have, it makes me almost feel bad for them, because they're obviously in a state of severe delusional denial over Jesus Christ being real, and they try to make you guys think that I'm way more magic than I really am. I mean, hey, I got a miracle on camera for you. A bird just flying around and then seemed to disappear. I'm sure it's in there. I'm sure it flew away. But hey, I would rather you guys think about it like this. That's weird, right? Crazy. More people with red hair. That's the same way as before, but still. Imagine if you were paranoid about all this stuff and all of a sudden it came more. Every single time I'm paranoid about something, they do it more and more. I said I should go up to a lesbian and ask how they would feel about someone wanting to misgender them and do all the same stuff to them. And all of a sudden I start seeing lesbians everywhere. Today there was 2 lesbians, or what they're trying to insinuate is lesbians, near the Jesus aisle. And I said, do you want to talk about Jesus for a second? And they said, no. You don't want to talk about Jesus, but you believe in Jesus? You should have seen the day where I saw someone pray, and then I went over to them, asked if they knew Jesus, and they said no. Why are you going to pray and then all of a sudden you don't know Jesus? Because they want me to think that there's someone speaking through them. Because in the Bible it says, do not fear, for I will speak through you. And the Tool song, the song called Opiate, where it says, my God's will becomes me. When he breathes through me. When he speaks through me. I mean, if God is going to give someone words, it didn't mean like he's going to go up to you and hand you the words. It means that he will literally speak through you. In the beginning, the word was with God. Think about that. Stuff like that. It doesn't mean everybody's words are God. But still. And then you think everyone's trying to turn into a little girl or a dog. You see that online. You see this matched differently with this. It's like a Sherlock Holmes. My storage unit literally says Sherlock. No, it says Holmes underneath the Sherlock. I mean, it says Holmes underneath the lock. Sherlock Holmes. It's like a crime scene on Viscany. A bunch of license plates around here say CSI. Does anyone notice how suspicious she looks for a second? And this guy just like patrolling the area over here. Another girl with red hair. That guy, if you see him earlier, he was just patrolling. Was he patrolling? Is he a cop? Is he an undercover cop? I know he's not. I mean, I don't know. So, if you want to think this is normal, I think you're one of them or you're insane. But, whatever. Everyone has their own opinion, but this is bigger news than ever. This isn't just a ghost story. This would literally call in the military, and what's the military going to do? Like I said, it's all about like they put girls around me on purpose. They think it'll make me sin. You gotta understand. They think they can make Jesus Christ sin and make God hate him and turn me into Hayden again, and all this different crazy stuff that sounds insane. I mean, imagine seeing a dog in a baby seat. Imagine a bunch of times.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing? Good.
All good?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Walmart has a strict policy not recording inside the store.
Oh, cool. My bad.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is yours?
Yeah, my bad. I'm buying it.
All right.
All right.